YouTube Model Railroader fans. I'm Ray. You already knew that. At least, we hope you did. Anyway, it's September 27th, 2015. I believe this is vlog number 28. I just finished uploading video 2 and video 3 for the YouTube Model Builders Big Build contest, and went back and realized that video number 1 has got a slight problem. And I have tried 4 times now to change the thumbnail to where it actually says video number 1, and it won't take. It's there, it just won't change. I got 2 and 3 to work. For some odd reason, video number 1 doesn't want to cooperate with me, so I don't know what I'm going to do, because that video that I took of that was done back in May, and that's long gone. So, I guess I'm out of luck. Well, c'est la vie, it is what it is, and unless, of course, I can figure out some way of getting it to update the way it's supposed to in the next couple of days, but, you know, I'll probably have to pick on my daughter for that one a little bit, because that's a little bit out of my realm. These things are, you know, here it is, I work on digital video, and you would think I'd know how to work an iPad. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. So, I want to go ahead and take a step back for a second, because vlog 27, I made mention of the fact that I'm going to do a mashup locomotive, something very unique, and apparently that raised a bunch of eyebrows. Apparently a lot of people were really interested to see what happens there. So now that the big build is off my desk or off the bench, that'll actually be the next project. Is going to be coming up with, it'll either be a BLU3 or a BLG3. The reason why I say it might be a G, because I've got some GP units, older GP unit shells floating around that I'm not using, that I might decide to cut them up instead of the U-boats, but we'll see. Either way, it's going to be a BL something 3 or -3. So it will be a mix of a BL2 and, you know, like I said, either a U33 or a GP20 or something along those lines. Like I said, I have to go into my parts box, which is underneath of the layout over here, and see what I've got cooking. Let's see what we're actually going to end up with. So when I get done, it'll be just as much of a surprise to me as it will be to you. So stay tuned for that one. I'll probably label those videos something special. They won't be a part of the vlog. They'll be something completely different. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing something a little bit more off the wall. Obviously, you know, and I've stated it a bunch of times before, you know, you have to pardon me a minute. I did something I had an issue earlier this evening, and if I told you what happened, you wouldn't believe me. So I was actually dumping water out of a pasta pot, and the handle slipped on me, and the wonderful boiling water decided it was going to go all over my hand. So I've been putting stuff on my hand to try and keep it from hurting me too much. So, you know, it's not too bad. It's not real red. It's actually looks skin tone, and it's not swollen. So I think I made out pretty good. Thankfully, it wasn't like I immersed it and I didn't have, you know, pot holders or something like that on my hands. That would have been a disaster. That's the bowling hand. You can't be doing that. That's the right hand. I'm right-handed. So anyway, yeah, that's going to be the next thing on the bench. Is going to be the BL2 mashup. So yeah, that's where that's going to sit. And I'm going to. I know some folks. I know one of the issues that this layout has, beside the fact that it's, you know, the tracks are nailed straight to the freaking plywood. You know, nothing's weathered. I'm not DCC. You know, it's still a transition for me. One of the things I'm probably going to start working on, or start looking into at least, with some of the buildings on the layout, I might bring them over to the bench and show you some of the techniques that I've used in the past. And like I said, I keep bringing it up, and I even brought it up on the YouTube model builders. If you get a chance, when we get done with this, when we get done with the vlog, take a look at video 2 and video 3. Video 3 especially, because there's a piece that I went ahead and gave it my own personal touch. But, you know, I did some weathering on an N-gauge layout that I had years ago, and I really wish I could find the pictures of that thing, because I had a blast with it. You know, unfortunately, it was N-scale. It was built on top of an old bed. That's what I said. I really wish I could find some pictures of it. It was the, you know, the Penn Central Hummelstown division. It was also the test bed layout, and it was some of the things that I wanted to incorporate on this thing, which I did and I didn't. So, you know, that's going to be another thing that's in the works, is going ahead and working on that, and doing some weathering, just doing some touch-up on some things, and just general stuff. I really want to start. I really wish that I could go ahead and get in here and really start digging deep into some things. But I know, number one, time, you know, bowling season just started back up, and you know, the timing isn't really good right now, and neither is financial. Of course, we've burnt that. You know, I'm beating a dead horse, unfortunately. You know, it's just things that I'd like to do that I just haven't gotten around to doing, and I just have to take my time with it. And you know, I love messing with this thing, even the way it sits right now. I love messing with this thing, but I know it's got a lot of shortcomings, and I'd love to be able to get down here and I'd love to be able to come down here one night and go, you know what, it's going away, and start over again. But I know that's not realistic, at least not right now. So, you know, in the coming, hopefully in the coming months or so, maybe in a couple of years, unfortunately, you know, it depends on what happens. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll start tearing this thing down, and you guys will get a chance to see me rebuild it. Is it going to happen right now? No. So, you know, it is what it is, and we just keep on rolling. I'm still trying to sell my boat, but you know, yesterday, here it is, Saturday, we went out to Stevenson University for my daughter to go ahead and take a look at yet another college. So I've got that going on. So, you know, hey, good for her. You know, we'll get her through it, and you know, it'll be all good. And you know, it's not about me. It's about the family. So I've got to make sure that I take care of that stuff before I take care of me stuff. And as much as I like these things from Right Way, they are beginning to kind of irk me. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned it or not on vlog 27, but I went out to MB Klein to pick these up, specifically to pick these up. And you know, like I said, unfortunately I don't really go back and watch my videos. Yes, I do. But I can't, I tell you what, I have a hard enough time to remember what the heck I did yesterday, much less what I did last week. Which is the reason why I have to keep going back and go, what vlog am I on now? So, but I do know I'm on vlog 28. Anyway, just backing up a little bit. I went out to MB Klein. I live in the area. You know, I live about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes down the road from, maybe not even that, from MB Klein. And to pick up, I had to go out there to pick up these clamps. And met up with Justin Volker. You know, he knew who I was when when he popped out the door. So, yeah, I met up with him, and you know, I know that there's a couple other modelers in the area. In fact, I know we've actually even got a on the Facebook now. There's actually a Maryland area modelers Facebook page, which I'm a part of. So, you know, we're gonna have to. among other things. But we're going to have to, you know, start getting some interaction going and seeing we can't catch up with each other and start bouncing, because I know, you know, here again, like I said, to a point, I'm still a beginner at this. Even though I've been in the hobby since like been around trains since 1970, you know, I'm learning as I go. And every time I rebuild, and of course I think everybody else has been in this boat too, every time I rebuild this thing, I come up with something new, something different, something that, oh, hey, look, this worked out well. You know, I take the best of what's here now and I move it into the next piece and make it better. That's the whole point. You know, you weren't, like I've mentioned to somebody else, you know, Picasso didn't paint a masterpiece the first time he painted. You know, I'm sure it was finger paint nonetheless, but you know, it's just like that. I mean, there's very few people in the world that can sit there and put something together and have it be perfect the first time, or at least real close to what they, you know. At least I can't do that. So anyway, I know I'm 11 minutes in or somewhere thereabouts, give or take. But I've already posted 2 videos a night, and I'm getting ready to post this one, so that's 3 videos in one night. That's more than enough. You guys are gonna get tired of me real quick. So anyway, you all know the deal. Wait for the highball, green tracks ahead, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good one.